How do you resolve an easement dispute with a neighbor? Imagine walking into your backyard and finding your neighbor has blocked your access path or is using your driveway in a way you never agreed to. Disputes over easements can quickly turn neighbors into opponents if not handled carefully. But don't worry, there are clear steps to resolve these conflicts smoothly. First, start by reviewing the original easement agreement and any related property documents. These papers spell out what each person can and cannot do. Many disputes happen because people relying on verbal promises or unclear terms, which can lead to misunderstandings. Knowing the exact rights and responsibilities helps you build a solid foundation for discussion. Next, reach out to your neighbor and have an honest, calm conversation. Explain your concerns and listen to theirs. Sometimes, a simple chat can clarify misunderstandings. For example, if the easement was meant for access only during certain hours, clarifying that can solve the issue. It's best to keep all communications in writing, like emails or notes, so you have a record of what was discussed. If talking doesn't work, consider hiring professionals. A surveyor can mark property boundaries clearly and confirm if the easement is being used as intended. A real estate attorney can interpret the legal documents and advise you on your rights and options. Sometimes, just knowing your legal standing can motivate a neighbor to cooperate. Another helpful step is mediation. This involves a neutral third person who helps both sides negotiate a solution. Mediation is less formal and less costly than going to court. It also keeps the relationship more friendly, which is important if you plan to live next to each other for years. If all else fails, legal action might be necessary. You could file a quiet title lawsuit to clarify who owns the easement rights. Courts can issue orders to stop misuse or interference with the easement. Sometimes, a court will decide that the easement needs to be modified or even terminated if it no longer serves its purpose. Avoid common legal mistakes that can make things worse. Never ignore the dispute or delay addressing it, as problems tend to grow. Do not make unilateral changes to how the easement is used or block access without agreement. Always put any new agreements in writing and record them officially with the property records. Also, understand who is responsible for maintaining the easement and sharing costs if that's part of the agreement. By following these steps, you can handle easement disputes without damaging neighborly relations. Clear communication, proper documentation, and knowing your legal rights are your best tools to resolve conflicts effectively.